opening on the same number. They are both from the United States of America.
Michael Seay will kick us off at 250. As an opener, this is ridiculous weight at the 74 kilo junior class.
Michael is no stranger to the world level. He was in Calgary, Alberta last year where he placed second. He's a very strong lifter. His squat is one of his better lifts, obviously. Has a very, very close grip. You can see his thumbs are actually touching his shoulders.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Is the depth good, though?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
All right.
That was surprisingly smooth and easy, considering it's 250. His previous 260 personal best is definitely going to get shattered today.
Absolutely.
Now, the next American lifter, bar will stay at 250, Richard Cho.
Yes, he's actually known to most of his friends as Pug.
Pug.
He is Pug the Goat on Instagram. We will see if he will become the GOAT today.
Well, at least the best for the day.
Yes. I know you mentioned this earlier. He cuts quite a bit of weight to make this class.
Yeah, let's hear about the scouting reports on that.
So he told me, and he showed me a picture of the scale, that he cut from 86 kilograms to make this class.
Which is absolutely a monstrous cut. Let's see if it's affected him. Very slow and deliberate, 250, taking it almost at a tempoed squat. Well, if you're hoping that it affected him for the other nations.
The two lifters here, as long as Ricky gets this, are going to be separating by, what was that, 1.5 kilos? Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Seay is going to attempt a world record at 264. Of course, Richard Cho can just come right back in his third attempt, collect that world record off of him.
Yeah, so I personally, I like his play here. Not to worry about the world record until the third attempt. I think it's a smart choice. Gets ultra tight, really sits it in there.
So slow and deliberate on the way down, very tight and controlled.
He's happy, he nods his head.
Yeah, he's so strong in the core.
So if you take a look at this gentleman's training on Instagram, he does that consistently all the time.
And you know what? Hey, look at if that's the way he squats, and obviously it's working for him.
Here we go, Michael Seay out of Texas.
Yeah, Texas has got some good lifters. 264.
Fun fact about Texas, they have the largest powerlifting federation in the world in their state.
Is that right?
It is a high school sport in Texas.
Wow.
And they have meets every single weekend during the spring.
Wow.
It's even larger than the entire IPF.
That is a crazy fact. A dynasty, and here's one of the productions of that. 264, a world record attempt in just his second squat of the day. He's got plenty of time.
Again, taking that full minute like a veteran lifter. A little twisty, but it looks like it should be good.
Yeah. You know.
Oh, no.
Let's take a look at that replay.
Another crack.
Michael Seay. Is that how you pronounce his last name?
Seay, Michael Seay.
Michael Seay. So he missed 264. Definitely strong. A little bit of a helicopter motion on him. Brought his hips out of alignment and just wasn't there for depth. Opts to move up 267.5. And hopefully it's not a repeat what we've seen with Blake. Because if he misses this, he's moving forward with 250. And one of the favorites starts falling behind a little. And this is where nominations, projected totals, everything shakes up when you're actually in the play.
If there's one lifter that I know that can go there, it's definitely Michael. If you watch his training footage, he gets there.
Well, he's got a mouthpiece in like a fighter. He's willing to fight for this. Depth looks good. Okay, well, I think that one looked better. I think that one looked better.
I think that should be. Yes, new world record.
There you have it. Michael Seay snags the world record, rebounds after missing his second attempt, and is now in the lead.
Gives the coaching staff, including his rival, for this day some fist pumps. Speaking of
rival, basically walks by. There you go, Richard. Let's see you best that. 268 loaded on the bar. We're going toe to toe. Are they going to be passing the world record back and forth like a volleyball? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Richard Cho of the U.S. just watched his national teammate put himself in position for the squat gold and make history. He would like to do the same. There's also the bigger picture of kilos towards the total. We can't even look that far ahead.
Yeah. Looked like a very strong walkout. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Woo! And this young man is strong.
There he is, world record.
Wow.
Snatching it back from Michael.
And he just sunk it down so confidently. Doesn't change his setup despite having that weight on his back. And on the way up at lockout, he was smiling because he knew he had it. And wowzers, 268 takes the squat gold in the 74 kilo junior class. Do not go anywhere. We will show 145 on the bar for him. It says his previous best bench was 147.5. Joe, what are we thinking his bench is at now? In terms of your scouting, how has his bench been looking in his training for this?
It's been looking really good. I don't know. I believe his best that he's done in training, and I know his training partner Alexander Kang is watching right now. Perhaps he can correct me, but I know it's been around that number still.
Okay. Well, this is pretty close, though, if that's the case. And wow, well,
no problem.
The way he worked 145, I think 47.5 is going to get broken today for a personal best.
You'll also see a difference between the lifters in terms of their footwear. You'll see some lifters come out in their heeled. Is the heaviest opener.
Yeah,
Michael C.
Michael C. Is it Michael C?
The live chat is saying C. I'm not sure if I can trust it though.
Okay, well let's see. Let's see. 182.5. It is a monster opener. And 195.5 is the current junior world record. Obviously, depending on how this moves, could be within striking distance. The overall goal is to win the world championships. World records are nice if you can collect them along the way, but you don't want to overreach for them. Building the total has got to be paramount.
He's really shaking on that. Ooh.
Yeah, good.
A little stickier than he would have liked, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a sticking point now. Wondering what that is? Is the back just a little tight?
Maybe.
And Blake, it's going to be interesting what they put in for his final attempt. 5 kilo. 150 for Richard Cho of U.S.
So at least according to our new information that we have from my sources, this is well below what he's done. Should be capable of it. Oh, a little sticky.
Yeah, there definitely was a sticking point. He battled through it.
3
white lights. Now, are you still comfortable with 157.5?
I would imagine he's probably going to go less. If you look at this replay, you can see his feet are really sliding there.
Yeah.
So
Michael C, speaking of feeling good, 187.5, now 182.5. A little shakier than we might have thought, but he was coming off the squats. You're a little tight. The setup slightly adjusts. When it's an aggressive setup, the bar might not move like you might expect. Loosen up a little bit, starting to get into the bench form. You can see a lot of changes. Look no further than the returning European champion, Angelini. Massive change from his opener to his second.
actually already seems like his arch is going to be a bit better. Really taking his time to make sure he gets set.
Yeah.
Ooh, feet are slipping ever so slightly. There we go. I would actually argue that was slightly better.
I think so. Yeah, there wasn't any hesitation on the bar speed. He was shaking like he had said, but I mean, he's holding an aggressive arch. They're happy and back on track. You need your confidence back because he needs some big pulls to cover some more ground. 152.5, small 2.5 kilo jump.
Definitely the right call.
Cho.
It's one of those situations where you're unsure if you can do 5, you always make that call to go
Yeah.
2.
I'd agree. Err on the side of caution. You load up 5, it's not in the tank. You're only moving forward with your 150. The race is far too close.
It's the Price is Right mentality.
Yeah. Bob Barker be a hell of a handler. And there you go.
That was actually arguably better than his second as well. There we go. Now the question is, will Michael make his third? Because if not, that gap is rather close.
Because come the deadlifts, Cho is opening 30 kilo above his.
And this will be a 2.5 kilo competition best. Not quite his best that I've personally seen him done, but hey, can't always bring what you do in training to the platform. You got to take what's there and build that total.
This is true.
Not to mention, he's already the gold medal winner for the bench press.
No small feat, collecting medals. You got a silver in the squat, a gold in the bench. What color will his medal be in total? Yet to be determined. This is 5 kilo. It's going to help that cause. He is shaking.
He's fighting for every inch of that arch.
Whoa.
Oh, just too much.
Yeah, just a little too much for today.
All right, so that really shakes it up. He loses 5 kilos on the prognosis. So now Ricky Cho is within 5 kilos. He's 4.5 kilos behind Michael, and he has the higher deadlift opener.
Sambo world champion. That's a grappling art.
All right, here's one of our 2 favorites, the current leader in terms of the subtotal, Michael C, or CA, depending on who you talk to.
255. Now it's going to be a struggle to maintain this lead.
See, he's wearing the new belt from A7, one of our sponsors.
Nice pull.
Really nice pull, actually. Very, very fast.
Yeah, you're kind of bent over in an awkward position.
Here we go.
Yeah, Ricky Cho, 285.
Currently 15th based on subtotal, about to be headed into 2nd place.
Yeah, he's going to shoot up those rankings with a bullet, and this is really going to give us an indication if 305.5 for a world record is on the table and a chip to add. He's already got a chip on his total. It just forces everybody else to have to go up a full 2.5 kilo.
It's
kind of like a lot number advantage or a body weight advantage.
Absolutely. Ricky is one of my favorite pullers to watch. You'll often hear people describe Olympic weightlifters as amazing to watch. His pull is quite pretty, if I do say so myself. Wow.
That was smooth. Everything in place. 285 moving. And I think based off of that, that world record is in danger. 275, increase 7.5 kilo regardless. Hopefully he hits it.
So sometimes with those lifters that pull quite wide, you'll see they'll increase the weight because it was a balance issue. And that particular lift was a balance issue. Usually if there's a little bit more weight on the bar, it can offset that.
One would hope.
All right, Michael C. looking to add another 15 kilos to his total.
270 loaded on the bar. He's hit more than this previously. And
oh, yeah. Wow.
that was fast. Now, that moved like it could have been an opener. Has plenty more in the tank. And if you're Cho, it's a bit of a warning shot. Look, he took a 20-kilo jump. And 20 kilos, you know, it's a sizable. Things slow down.
Here we go. Ricky is looking to move himself into first place with this.
He is whispering in the ear of that world record, just a chip away, but resisting temptation and hoping to lock in the win. And then after he does that, okay, possibly have a little fun and load up a world record.
He just stared me straight in the face and nodded.
Not sure what that means. What does that mean? What do you think?
He knows he's ready.
I got this. All right. Proof is in the pudding. Ricky Cho hoping to convince his teammate Michael C. Defend your silver and stop eyeing my gold. Oh, wow. That is all types of it. That's a down and up as well.
Oh, jeez.
And, you know, it's, look at, we've seen this. It's nothing is for sure. There are shakeups every single session. Look, I'm a little lost for words, but I mean, he's going to have another go with it, but he emptied the tank. He really emptied the tank. You already said he's a phenomenal technician. If it's not a technical error and it's a strength issue, you're not going to 310. Is my math right? Right? Because he would Michael would end off with 732.5, and 305 for Cho would only leave him 725.5. So that's 7 kilo there.
Yeah.
So look at, if 305 was heavy for Cho, then another 7 kilo on top of that would appear to be out of reach. So I think this half of Team USA is making the right call here. Stay within your means while pushing Cho beyond his. He's done his part.
There we go.
Looks smooth.
Now we just wait and see.
3 white lights.
That, in my opinion, that should put him basically out of reach. We will see.
You would think. I have seen some crazy things in this wild sport.
So if he goes up 7.5, that would give him the win by half a kilo.
Yeah. All in, ladies and gentlemen. All in. Yeah, we could settle for the silver in world, but what's nicer? The world record and the gold on his shield, sir.
So supposedly, I haven't seen the video, but supposedly he's done 315 before.
Okay.
So this should be within his means. He just needs to make whatever technical adjustment he needs to. Needs to get into that state where anything is possible.
Wow. Oh, wow. And you know what? I respect it.
Let's go, Ricky.
Talk about a dramatic conclusion.
I don't know about you, Lapidat, but my heart is beating so fast.
My friend, I'm clutching this table like it's going to get away from me. Oh, God.
No.
A little too much. You know what? I respect the fact he basically said, okay, I'm on the podium regardless, but with all due respect, I would like to pull for the win. This is the World Championships. This is my dream, and if that's the call he wants to make, it's up to him. So there you have it, in a phenomenal battle. You know what? You had told me yesterday that the 74-kilo juniors was going to be one, if not the most entertaining, definitely